Hey guys, Prophet MJ here. I just wanted to share a word with you. I encourage you to go on my Facebook to get the whole word. But God's been speaking to me recently about how revelation requires separation. If you want to grow in revelation, sometimes we have to separate from things. And so I've been in Genesis 13 with Abram and Lot, and there became a time where God blessed them so much. It was really, what God had put on Abram was flowing to Lot, but then there began to be a contention, right? And so, familiarity breeds contention. And so sometimes, the contending or the frustration we feel is because we're in a familiar place. And so that familiarity can mean, just you have intimate knowledge, you're in close relationship. But if you make it into familiarities, that last part, the T-I-E-S, it means ties. And so what you're familiar with has a tie to you. And so Lot and Abram were tied together, right? But it wasn't until they separated. And then God spoke to Abram in Genesis 13. He said, Genesis 13:13. Now the people of Sodom now the people are extremely wicked and rebelled against Yahweh, but God spoke his promises to Abram. Verse 14. After Lot separated from him, Yahweh spoke to Abram, lift up your eyes and look around you to the north, the south, the east, and the west. As far as you can see, in every direction is the land that I will give you forever to you and your seed, and I will multiply them. And it goes on. But there was something that, Lot there had to be a separate. For some reason, Abram was only seeing like this, but it wasn't until Lot got off of his eyes, so to speak, or off of, what was Abram. And it wasn't a bad, separation is not always a bad thing, right? Separation is needed so that we can multiply. But it wasn't until that separation happened that his eyes began to open and to really begin to take in all that God had for him. So I just wanted to give you that little nugget today about seeing, that sometimes seeing, or to open up that revelatory realm, there has to be something that has been familiar, something that's tied to you. Sometimes it's negative, sometimes it's demonic, sometimes it's a good thing or an indifferent thing. But ask the Lord, what are the familiar things that are holding me, and help me to break them so that I can truly see in this season. Blessings.